Hey guys, welcome back to Malone Nation. Mad Mike here. Today we're talking about motivation to action.
We're going to talk about creating motivation and how motivation isn't what you think it is. Let's bring it on in, Mike.
Let's get going.
Millennial Nation.
Alright guys, so first we're going to talk about motivation and what it means to us. Personally, motivation to me is, I listen to motivational speakers, stuff like that. They do push so much on, getting energy, finding what you like to do, motivating people. Yes. Does it come with a limit? Yes, at some point. I'm motivated by business itself. Money, yes, but more of just business on that out there. I get excited about it and doing this also. I love, interacting with people, and stuff like that. What does it mean to you?
Motivation to me is your behaviors. What's your reason for acting? We talk motivation to action. So we say that's what basically motivation is. So for me, I would say motivation one is the fear of being average.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time as how we have, we don't want to be average basically.
Yeah.
And that's what motivates me. That's my organic motivation. And we want to talk about how to take your non-organic, let's just say make organic motivation,
Yeah.
which is your intrinsic motivation. Basically something that you have from yourself and it comes naturally. You don't
Yeah.
have to think about it. It's just there. It comes all the time. And the other motivations, whereas I get motivated by, let's just say, thinking about something or planning. If you plan something, you put in the investment, you get motivation. That only lasts for so long, though.
Yeah.
So we say, how are we going to get that motivation to stay and keep on going?
To stick.
And
Yeah.
we that's called what's the paradigm shift, which is you always change your approach to different things that you want to change in your behavior, so you can always have that organic motivation. Like we talked about this show. This show is something that we have constantly changing.
Yeah.
And that's how we get motivation to do this show. I love getting behind this microphone and talking to people because it motivates me in a different way that I've never felt before.
Yeah.
And we're always talking about new ideas, always having a new approach to it gets the creative side working.
Yeah.
And that will help with motivation as well.
Yeah. And you'll be surprised on things that you think you might not like. And then when you start doing it, it might actually make you feel, my parents started their first business when I was like 10 or 12, something like that. And I remember being a little kid in their first warehouse, and I would go to work with my father during the summer, and I would write like people used to smoke in the warehouse, and I'd put no smoking papers everywhere because I hated smoking and shit like that. And I remember all the guys hating because my father was like, the little manager said no smoking, there's no smoking. And at that age, it just was so cool. Business inspired me. So like you said, it was organically just came out of me. With just that, I don't know how to really explain it. Same thing with landscaping. It's just naturally, I'm attracted to it, so I love doing it, But I think, you need to define your goal and what maybe the habit is you're trying to change. So you want to lose weight, you want to make more money, you want a better relationship, of any type. Have that clearly defined on what you're trying to achieve, with it. So you're motivated to lose weight. So I want to lose 20 pounds. I know I could lose about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. So it's going to take, a couple months to lose that. So, you might smash that goal in a month. You hit the gym, you're good. But once that goal is achieved, what's next? Keep pushing forward on top. Now I want to get my body fat down to under 20%, whatever it is.
Yeah, the first thing you talked about was planning. If you have plan your planning and then plan each step. So you say, I'm going to lose the 15 pounds or I'm going to make the 15 extra grand a year this year, and I'm going to be realistic about it, which is later you said 1 to 2 pounds. So now I need to be realistic with each of my planning in each step. And what we talked about before was when you plan these steps, that is your investment into it, which will give you your motivation. And then at the last is you say you plan everything out, and this is what I'm going to do. When are you going to do it? That's your motivation. You have your motivation, but there's no action at that point, right?
Yeah. Well, you're not holding yourself accountable. You want to do this. Mm-hmm. You need to do this, but what's holding you accountable?
Yeah. Yeah, like we talked about before, motivation is absolutely nothing without any action.
Yeah.
So now it is to enact it. Be realistic about it.
Yep.
You have to be realistic about your steps.
Yep.
And there's no better time than now.
Yeah.
There's never going to be a perfect scenario where you're going to have all your ducks in a row. Your finances are going to be perfect. Your time management is going to be perfect. You're going to have an X amount of hours, and this is how many hours you're going to put into it, when really that isn't going to happen. So what do you say? Well, what are we going to do with that? Well,
Yeah.
now you have to plan your setbacks. So you're going to have a plan B and a plan C, to where you're going to have your setbacks, whether you open up a business, you're going to do fitness, whatever it is, you got to have a plan for your setbacks.
Yeah, and you have to compromise. It's to me, eating healthy. When I do my meal preps, it's easy for me to do prep my meals eating healthy. That's sometimes you just can't help it though. You say I'm going to eat all these meals during the day. So I'm cutting 500 calories out a day or whatever. But you will have setback to where they're saying, hey, we're going to go to Chili's for lunch. I'm like, damn, do I want to eat salmon and veggies, or do I want some damn shrimp tacos? So it's just one of those things you have to realize, okay, I'm going to have to run an extra mile today to make up the 500 calories that is 8 extra. It's, always be ready for the change, and it'll hit you when you don't even know about it, kind of stuff. But be clear on, what it is, and it's a long-term goal. Health is a long-term goal. Your personal economics, long-term goals. Don't say, you want to make $10 million a year. Plan on that being your long-term goal and how you're going to get to that goal.
Right.
So
we you have motivation that only lasts so long is basically what you're saying. So like you said, that's your setback.
Yeah.
Is you have plan A, but plan A is only going to be good for so long. So you have plan B, plan C, and ongoing forever, infinite, until you are where you want it to be, your success level, or even if it's just keep on going until you get as much as you can.
Yep.
That's also another thing, but that goes back to what the paradigm shift is always having a new approach is the way to keep your motivation going.
Yeah, different angles, and always, like when I want to try something new, or I want to learn a new skill, or maybe I realize, all right, I'm working out and I'm not really gaining as much muscle or losing fat as quick as I thought I would. Change your approach on that, but also research that goal, how to lose that 1 or 2 pounds a week, how to gain muscle, how to learn sales, how to get better relationships, whatever that is. You never stop learning how to do that goal, especially in the beginning. If you have no idea about sales, what I'm saying? Most people, when they go, we get to work, we learn about accounting, stuff like that, but very few people, are good at sales. At sales, you can make the most money. There's no cap. Most companies don't have a cap on your sales. Who the hell would want to cap your sales? We only want you to do $1 million a year in sales. That's stupid as shit. I want you to do $10 million. So always learn what your goal is. Always read up on it, especially if you don't know a lot about it. There's no reason with Google that you don't know how to lose weight, or why I'm not sleeping right, I'm stressed out of work. You can research all these symptoms and see what it is, and get rid of all the negative things in your life.
Right.
If you want to go make that $1 million or extra, $25,000, I'm not going to go out drinking on a Tuesday night when I have a big meeting tomorrow. It's the middle of the week. Why the hell are you out drinking late? It's just not an excuse.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, get rid of the negative, and we also talk about the negative people in your life, which are the people that always hold you back. Those are the closest people to you, usually your best friends, your family. When
Spouse.
you have someone that isn't going to be beside you and express that they're going to be, let's just say, giving you the push. Those are the people that you don't want to keep. You don't want to keep them people around. I mean, you could still have a relationship with them, but it's kind of someone that you don't want to be around a lot, because they're going to get you down. They're going to push you in the opposite direction of what you want to go.
Yeah, and that's where they probably are. They don't want you to go get fit. They don't want you to make more money, because that's, I don't want my sister, my brother, whoever it is to make more money than me or be more fit than me. So I'm going to say, no, you don't need to do that. So many negative people hold you back, and you don't even realize it. They're just like, oh, I want to go to the gym tonight. The girlfriend doesn't want to go to the gym. The boyfriend doesn't want to go to the gym. Oh, so I won't go. No, you go. And if they step up saying, damn, you're actually getting, in shape or whatever, they might step up and go. But don't let negative people, hold you back. And that's for any relationship with anybody.
Yeah. Those are the ones you need to drop immediately.
Even from your parents. And it's not, lose your relationship with your parents. But realize you don't have to listen to them. They're not the ones, going to be there in 30, 40 years when you're on your deathbed because you didn't take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself mentally and physically.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility. It's only your body. You're the only one in charge of it.
Right. So we talked about how to create motivation, but we wanted to talk about why motivation isn't what you think of it is.
Yeah.
And there's a psychological effect to it, which is called the limbic system, which is your motivation, emotional learning, and memory. And you can have all those things like we talked about before. Someone who's eating potato chips on a couch has motivation to lose weight. They can just look down at the big fat stomach and say, I want to lose weight. They have all the motivation right in front of them. But if they don't have the actions, it's worthless. And that is where the influencing of your motivation, actually the influencing of your behavior comes from your motivation. However, if you have all the motivation in the world, but action is what really takes care of your success or your goals.
Yeah, and also like you said with the potato chips, I'll lose weight, so you only eat half the bag of chips tonight. You go to the doctor, you have a freaking heart attack. If that's not inspiration or motivation, you're a dumbass, and it's already too late. So now you want to take care of your body, dummy? For 30 years, the doctor was saying you stop eating that stuff. You're way obese. Maybe I'll make a change. No. Or you're working crazy hours. You're losing your hair. You're stressed out. You can't sleep. Why the hell are you still there?
Yeah.
It
turns into
ridiculous.
A procrastinatory loop where you always say, well, all right, now I have the motivation to say I'm eating the chips. I'm unhealthy. Look at me. And then you say, oh, well, I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Then it says,
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrow's here. And then you say, oh, I just worked so long I can't do it anymore. And then you say, well, I'm being unproductive. And then it goes back into the same loop.
Yep.
You just keep on going around and around like the recycle loop. And that aspect, it's good. But with this aspect, it's bad.
Yeah, and we all do it. We all do it all the time. And I'll probably do something, say I'm going to do something today, and I won't do it. But I know at the same time I need to do certain things, and if I don't, they're never going to get done. So it's start making the habits, baby steps, to knowing, yes, I need to eat better before I can lose weight. I need to go to the gym, to start walking. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to the gym. I know a lot of people, they just go to the gym, just walk on the treadmill. They don't touch one machine. And you know what? That's better than the guy that's laughing at I'm always walking the fucking dollar store to buy some chips. It's take the effort, just go baby steps as you can. You want to make the small actions will lead up to the big picture. Small habits will ultimately get you where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're average right now, you need to make average your worst fear and not your friend.
Yeah.
Basically it.
Yeah, and people, if you're not average, will look down. If you're trying to push something, people will be against you 100%. They will hate on you like no thing because they're terrified that you're going to do something. But you should be terrified that you're just going to live paycheck to paycheck, be overweight, and have no money to where you do have that damn heart attack. You can't pay the bills, or you don't have health insurance because you didn't get that good job.
Yep. Live in the realm of being average. Okay, let's go through the average person's life here. Waking up 7 a.m. Monday morning, go to work 8 o'clock, work until 5, come home, sit on the couch, watch Netflix, eat some dinner, probably some kind of takeout or leftovers from the weekend when they were partying.
Yeah.
Do the same thing over Monday through Friday. Can't wait until Friday comes. Go out Friday night to the bar, have a couple drinks, eat the brains out, and same thing over again.
And
same thing on Saturday.
And spending all your money on the weekend that you earned, that you're broke during the week. I can't go out to lunch, guys. I'm broke. Then Friday comes, you get a paycheck, you have a few $100 left over. What do you do with it? Oh, you go out drinking.
I'm serious though. Why doesn't that scare anybody? To me, it's like, oh my God, I cannot keep on doing this.
Yeah.
Because I did that same thing for about a year and a half where I was like, went to work, went out, blah, 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 nothing happened. Now, that's like my worst fear. I can't
Yeah.
stand it. I did it for so long. Now I see everybody else doing it, and I'm
Yep.
why are we still doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I still doing
Yeah,
this?
and it pisses you piss yourself off.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, okay, I have $400. I'm not gonna spend it today. No, or this weekend, I'm gonna save it, put it away. I have $100 for the week to spend. And then somebody says, let's go out to dinner, and then you're like, I know I shouldn't. And then I go out and I spend $100 because I eat dinner, get drinks. The dessert is $15 damn. And then the next day, you're like, why the hell did I do that? And it just pisses me off. And we're all, we're no different than you. Trust me, we all do this shit, and and we hate ourselves because we do it. But we try to work hard personally, but also me and you, we also hold each other accountable on stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll say, hey, Mike, I'm coming over early because I got stuff to do. Okay, and if I don't have my part of this deal done, same thing, you're like, dude, you need to get your shit together. Same thing I'll do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're supposed to do this, you didn't do it, let's get done, this is the day you need to do it.
Yeah,
It's just good to have
about discipline.
like
Really, it's a lot about discipline. But anyways, I hope you guys liked our video. Like us, share us, comment us. We really want to hear what you guys think about it, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, thanks guys.